25. I'll be 9:30.
9:30. Yes.
Good.
Why are you taking it so seriously now?
Tomorrow maybe 9:10.
No, we'll go that I'm going to go. I'm going to go downstairs. We'll have that fight. It cannot be. It's first 15 minutes, break, then end. They made it.
Are you ready? It's just you know Dr. Rose today.
We're ready. We're ready.
It's not
Thank
a
you.
usual hard time.
Welcome inside the locker room.
It's what?
You're welcome inside the locker room. This is Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. This is the perfect time to be a part of the conversation. If you want to join, what you can do is send your messages to 0809 444 0981. That said, leading us through conversations on the show this morning is the one, the only, the delightful, did I say delightful? The delectable, beautiful, intelligent Tega. Is it getting better?
No, where's my pom poms? Where's my round of
Your
applause?
pom-poms?
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Good morning to everybody, not you.
Wow, that was so loud.
Good morning, everybody. How are you
Good morning,
doing?
Tega. How you doing?
Hope you had a great weekend. Did the Hamatan give you some sore throat?
Maybe that's what's going on because I've been having
Flu.
this itch in my throat all day.
Yeah, so the Hamatan came with some gifts.
Mm.
Yeah. So hope people are doing well. Drink warm water. Have a lot of vitamin C or vitamin C, whichever one your doctor teaches you to pronounce it
Tom
as.
Tom Strepsils, anything that warms your throat is also what you need.
And then stay safe.
Yes. More
Stay far away
importantly.
from Coyote.
Ah, what do you mean?
6 meters, please.
Okay, this is why you're staying. This is why she's staying all the way over there. All right.
But good morning, everybody. Hope you're
That
doing
makes
good.
Okay, so let's talk about CAF. And to be honest, I don't know. I don't know why. I've heard this story so many times. It's starting to annoy me with the way they go about it. But first things first, though, don't forget, get back to the WhatsApp platform. If you want to add your 2 cents to our conversation this morning, it's 0809 444 0981. Also, you can join the live stream. We are at www.youtube.com/smooth981, so you can catch a glimpse of the studio, catch a glimpse of Tega, and how the conversations are going back and forth. So real quick, as I was saying, jumping into the story. So a member of the football ruling body has dismissed hints that the Benile football showpiece would be moved from January. Now, CAF has rubbish speculations that the 2021 CAF African Cup of Nations may be moved away from Cameroon due to the spread of the Omicron variant of COVID-19. But even if they do move it, where can they go?
Move it to where?
I'm just saying.
Because
When they say the rumors
when they say when they say they are moving it, it's not moving it to where. It's not a question of moving it, it's cancelling or postponing it. So when they say move it, don't imagine that it's moving from one location to the other, even if there's rumor for that. So yesterday, let's start from the beginning. Yesterday, your
voice is
the guys met. So they met in Qatar. That was the first of all. That was the annoyance.
Okay.
The CAF ESCOs went to Qatar, and they had an ESCO meeting, and they also had the ESCO meeting, of course, with Gianni Infantino chairing the meeting. So I know that there's a representative of FIFA supposed to attend all these things, but he went there to CAF, and apparently from the reports we are getting is that he was the head person in the meeting.
But why?
So, and he's the one that was really pushing for the postponement of AFCON. Now, here's what my grouse with that is. They claim that they are pushing it because of the Omicron variant. But they played the Arab Cup just a few weeks ago.
Yes.
They're still, leagues are still on now. Even if with the Premier League 10 matches were cancelled this weekend, the league is still on.
Yes, people are still playing.
And then he also, the FIFA Club World Cup, which is a FIFA tournament, wants to hold in the same January that AFCON is supposed to be holding. They have not talked about postponing that one. But it's the AFCON that they want to die on top of that hill. So they have convinced a few people. So a few, I think Burkina Faso was one of the countries that voted to postpone. I can't remember the two other countries, but I remember Burkina Faso very well because I was like, you have postponed it because people know your team are not in great form. Yeah. So about three countries thereabout said they should postpone. The majority of the countries said they shouldn't postpone, and I'm hearing from the backstage that Samuel Eto'o, who has just become
CAF president for
the,
Cameroon.
the football federation president in Cameroon, is one of the people that is really pushing that it must go on. Whatever
Yeah,
happens, it
it
must
should
go on.
go on.
And he's talking to other federation heads. So yesterday they came to the conclusion that because the majority of the ESCOs voted that it should go ahead, that it will still go ahead. However, the final decision will be taken by Wednesday. So somebody is going to try to talk to Samuel Littlefuse to try and convince him that maybe if they can convince him, then he will convince his people, and then everybody will stand down.
What
But
happens
what
to all
it
the
is that
sponsorship if it does stop? I mean,
that's the biggest my biggest grouse. If they can convince him that it should be postponed or maybe to Qatar. Some people are saying move it to Qatar. Some people are saying it should be postponed. Some people are saying take it to June. Now, again, let me explain why AFCON is not played in June. That was the original reason. Weather.
Yeah.
We are not Europe. We have different weather. We have rainy and dry season at that time of the year in most of Africa. Not all of Africa. Most of Africa is torrential downpour. It's not just rain. so it's that kind of June 10 rain of what year was that, 2010 or 2011. It's torrential downpour. So it weather wise it didn't make sense to hold AFCON in June. If you can move an entire summer World Cup to November, December because of Qatar, why can't we leave our AFCON that we've been holding because of weather in January?
Move to Qatar? That's another thing.
So that's the place that's prepared. Who else wants to hold you? You told Europe will host an AFCON. Or South America wants to host an AFCON.
Who even wants AFCON to be hosted in Europe? That's the major question.
So I'm just saying, if even if they wanted to move from Africa, Europe is not going to host you, so don't bother. They are the ones even pushing not to send their players back to Africa. So a lot of issues. So yes, so yesterday most of the ESCOs voted that AFCON should hold, but the final decision will still be taken by Wednesday. So we wait to hear how that is. But I'm ashamed of most of our federation bosses. How easily they can be.
Maybe Infantino has a hold on some of them. We know. I mean, we know that he has some people in their pockets. So.
There's no hold. I know what he's threatening them with, but it's no hold. But let's the bottom line is, in fact, if I've never given you any inspirational message, today is the day I give you the message. Make money in this life. As you've gotten up today, you've gotten out of bed. Just make money. Don't go and do I'm going to work.
Okay, so you're saying
make money.
He couldn't bully Samuel Eto'o because Samuel Eto'o is already a made footballer.
See, you cannot. If African Federation had good money, they won't be doing like this. They won't be dancing to the tune of FIFA. Make money, make money so that they will have more respect for it. Because people they respect money globally. They respect money. Even if they are racist, when you have money, they can't be racist to you. Money is a game changer. So this morning, as you go to work, just make money.
Message from Sly. He says, "Good morning, Kaidi and the beautiful Tega. They shouldn't postpone the AFCON. We Africans are we Africans are overdoing things with this Omicron virus. Tega, Liverpool was robbed in yesterday's match.
We'll get to that. Let's go to the next."
Okay, next story real quick. Let's talk about Lewis Hamilton. He may be punished for not attending the award ceremony, says the FIA president. So the new FIA president, Mohammed Ben Sulayem, did I get that right?
Sulayem,
yes, has refused to rule out punishing Lewis Hamilton for boycotting its award ceremony on Thursday. Is it a must? Is it by force? A quote here says, "If there's any breach, there is no forgiveness in this," Sulayem said.
Okay, so yes, it's a must.
It's a must.
It's written in the rules. It's written in the rules that the top 3 drivers at the end of the season must. Other drivers is optional. But
what if he was sick?
But the top 3 must attend. Now, That's the rule. Um, but Toto Wolf, Lewis Hamilton didn't attend. Valtteri Bottas did attend. He collected his trophy, but Toto Wolf and Lewis Hamilton didn't attend, and Mercedes didn't send their cars. Usually when you win, you send a prototype of your car, they put it
They
up with
look
other cars.
around,
So there was
display.
no Mercedes car in the Formula E or in Formula One itself. So um, it was a breach of code if we're going by the rules. And Ben Sulayem came in and said, there can be no forgiveness. We understand that Lewis is heartbroken, but rules are rules. And he says that on the back of the fact that Michael Massey looked at the rules, ripped it up, and said, "Well,
I
I'm
just
the
want to
race
race.
director. We gonna race for one lap." So um, it's a bit ironic, but truth be told, if we're going to go by the rules, there should be some kind of fine or something for missing the award ceremony, because tomorrow night anybody can just protest and say he didn't like the way his car was slow, and because he was beaten because his car was slow, he's not coming. So yeah, there should be a conversation had, um, or a fine paid, because what at the end of the day he broke the rules. Even if the rules have any kind of interpretation of change, because they said any of the three drivers, and like they said in Abu Dhabi, any doesn't mean all. So,
So he chose to be one of the any three drivers that didn't show up. But then again, will the fine be for Lewis Hamilton or will it be for the
no, no,
Mercedes
Lewis
in general?
Hamilton himself did not go, so it will be a Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes. He will be punished as Lewis Hamilton, because as Lewis Hamilton he didn't attend.
Okay.
Because Valtteri Bottas attended. James Allison, the chief engineer, attended to pick up their
Their
eighth
prizes.
championship trophy, constructors trophy. So it's not necessarily him, which is why. But it is going to be a. I would say he is some. The question is not about doing what is. He's going to have to decide between doing what is wise, and what is justice.
I'm worried that we might be seeing a retirement from Lewis Hamilton soon.
I'm
It's
not worried.
looming. It's looming. With the way this is going, it's actually
Yeah.
looming.
So,
Unless he's looking to just, sail off that, make that record that he was denied and then take a bow. Who knows? 0809 444 0981. That's where you can send your messages to. Let's move on to the next story. Real quick, let's talk about Tiger Woods and his son. Okay, so they ride a birdie blitz to finish second, right? So Tiger Woods and his 12-year-old son Charlie reeled off 11 straight birdies to card a final round 57 and finish in second place at the PNC Championship on Sunday. Now, two shots behind winner John Daly and his son John Daly as well. John Daly Jr.
Junior, yeah. So yeah, I don't know
You
why
don't like
people.
the name of
I
Junior?
don't know why people do that. My name is John. I must
It's a
name my
carbon
first
copy
son
of him.
John. Come on. But yes, really huge one. For Tiger Woods, and this story is not really a golf story. This is a Tiger Woods story. They were fifth on Saturday night, so by Sunday they had to really pull a rabbit out of a hat to get into the runnings, and they did with 11 birdies. And Charlie is just like Tiger Woods, even down to the mannerisms, like little things he does.
The way he
Apparently, they have the
waves
same
when he hits the
the
swings.
way he punches the air, the way he does his crunches his face, the way he touches his nose. Apparently, they have the same allergies too. So yeah,
Oh, that's why he hits his son.
that's his son. He's literally his son. He threw that boy up. But even the way he plays is amazing. But it's really big news for Tiger Woods, who almost lost his leg a few months ago.
Yes,
Remember,
in
they
that
were
car
supposed
crash.
they thought they were going to amputate that leg after the car crash he had.
Yes.
So the fact that he was able to move around and still play and still finish well, he's not going to be doing a lot of it, because he was saying yesterday that he was just so thankful there was a cart to move him around, because he wasn't sure he could walk all 18 holes. But the fact that he's still able to swing and all, really great improvement, and it just goes to show the work he puts behind the scene. If you've seen him, for somebody that couldn't move for a while, he's in great
Good
physical
shape.
shape. So you can tell the work he puts behind the scenes just to get there. So it's really great news to see Tiger Woods walking and playing again. But Charlie Woods I don't know if he's going to continue all through, or if this is just the thing he does with his father. We'll
Do you
find
think he
out.
should actually?
We'll find out. But he's good enough. He's good,
Uh,
and he's just 12.
Here's a message from Cisco Dogard. It says, Tega, thank you for saying that. Make money and don't go to work.
I didn't say you should not go to work. I said as you go to work today, go and make money. Oh.
Okay, let's go on a quick break. When we get back, we'll do some more talking. Don't forget, this is the smoothest dial on Lakes Radio. We are Smooth 98.1. The locker room is what you're listening to.
Go to work. Oh. Go to work and make money. Make money and go to work.
Don't sleep,
Because
oh.
in this life, they will do you anyhow. Because poor people, that's what is killing this Africa.
Yes.
All Infantino knows that all he needs to do is just promise them that they're going to make money somewhere else.
Or is he going to give them a bribe?
No, it's not.
You can't give him a bribe,
It's not
actually. Because
bribe. Kayode, it's not bribe. It's he will negotiate.
because you said he comes to chair a meeting that he's not supposed to be there at.
You know that half of Africa is managed by FIFA because most of them are fighting their federations.
Oh, wow.
Yes, even CAF, because of all the corruption that came that
Left with his side.
that came with Ahmad. Even Ahmad had his own.
Oh, wow.
Ahmad had his own issues with
Financial.
misappropriation of funds. So because of that, FIFA has to oversee in some capacity. But he was the one pushing for this thing, and he wants to hold FIFA. Look, Gianni Infantino, you better be watching this YouTube. You better respect yourself.
Maybe he can only do one time. We'll see how long he spends.
But he can. He'll just do something else for Africa. He'll just say, okay, when you are able to host the CAF AFCON, Africa, FIFA is going to get support. By the time it doesn't have to be a bribe, just give them more support or give them more aid, things that they're supposed to do, and your federation president just crumble. Poverty-minded people.
It's crazy.
It's really crazy. How many years do you want to postpone AFCON? People have bought rights. People paid money. Sky paid money.
So what will happen to the money? Would they be refunded?
The money is non-refundable. I can assure you that the money is non-refundable. So what it is that they have to play it, but if anything, they're going to postpone it. However, the financial backlash of having to postpone
Yes.
is huge. So they can't do that because this will be a second postponement.
Yes.
Can't do that now. We want to move it to
Yeah, the
Qatar.
variants. They want to protect the players' lives, but then again, this is Africa, so it's not as deep as it looks.
No. They don't want to protect the players' life. That's PR. Nobody wants to protect anybody's
So what
life.
are they then worried about?
They are using the Omicron virus as the excuse. European clubs don't want to send their players to Africa. First of all, yes, there's a real surge
In
or
Europe.
increase in coronavirus, but it's not the coronavirus that's stopping them. After all, they are traveling up and down to play in their leagues. And this thing is really worse in England because you notice that there's coronavirus in Germany, but it's not as bad as England.
Yes.
There's coronavirus in
England
Italy.
lets everybody in. That's the problem.
No, England is a conduit. That's the problem. It's not that they let everybody in. They have still been rejecting people, denying people visa that I know. But it's a conduit. So people and then a lot of them, wear your mask. They must be speaking for them English. I can't breathe. My friend, wear your mask. So that's half the problem. Half of Africa is in. We need money. So make money. Nobody can talk to you anyhow.
Yes, so I agree.
I know a lot of people
100%.
a lot of rich people don't know Jay-Z is black. They don't care. Why? He got money. They say, oh, Kanye, he's bipolar. That's because he got money.
Everybody's
If he didn't
responding
have
to your
money, he
quote.
would have been crazy. End of discussion. Leave all this thing. You have to make money in this life. Me, I must make money. Because they say power is power. Money is power.
Yes, actually, money is
If you
power.
have money, nobody will treat you anyhow. So we'll open the phone lines when we come back.
Say again?
We'll open the phone lines for the Liverpool story.
Welcome back. This is Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. Tell you what we're going to do. We'll open the phone lines now because we want to, talk about something very interesting that happened yesterday. And we'd like to know what your thoughts are concerning the story. So 014489981 is where you can send your messages to. Also, just send us a WhatsApp message to 0809444091. ZZ Classic Says, thanks, Madam Tiger, for the quote. Please let me quote the Nigerian version. See, in this life, make money first. All other things like respect
Shall be
shall
added.
be added onto you. It's time for Africans to upgrade themselves. And he's not telling a lie.
Yeah, he's not.
Okay, so let's get into the story. Let's talk about the Tottenham game. That was
Okay,
something
so
special. Okay, so Harry Kane could have broken Robertson's leg. This is according to Jurgen Klopp. So Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp and Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane could have broken. Well, I mean, could have broken Andy Robertson's leg with a first half tackle that should have resulted in a red card in a feisty 2-2 draw in the Premier League on Sunday. A quote here from Klopp says, the result was fine, but would have been different with the right decisions.
okay. So yesterday, a lot of things happened. Some people saw the Hurricane red card. I also thought Emerson Royal should have gone off in the same first half with 2 yellows because he had a yellow card offense the first time, and then right on the back of that, he committed another yellow card offense.
Is it that the referee was so liberal?
And
now?
he
What
should
was
have
the issue?
so he should have gone off. My point is you have to be consistent across board. Now, if you are lenient enough to and that Emerson Royal second yellow was very obvious that it was supposed to be a yellow. Jurgen Klopp now complained about it. Referee gave Jurgen Klopp a yellow card for dissent, and then gets on the pitch and carries on with the match. If you are lenient enough
Then it should go
to
across
do
board.
that, then you should be lenient enough when you saw the Robertson's red card to say, you know what, that was a reckless tackle, but it wasn't a dangerous tackle. Because it wasn't a dangerous tackle. It was just a reckless tackle. Okay, let me tell you the difference in
So
a
wait,
dangerous and reckless.
why wasn't he then? I mean, I
No, no,
don't get
no,
it.
no. See, look. If you're on a normal day, if nothing had happened, if you're just looking at that tackle, you'd say, okay, I see why they gave a red. It's not out of place to say, I see why they gave a red.
Okay.
But based on what I've told you, what has transpired, like the Hurricane tackle, that was reckless, that was dangerous, and that could have been a broken leg if you're an Arsenal player. I
And
don't
he
care
wasn't
what you
given
say.
a red card for that.
He wasn't given a red card for that. And the VAR didn't even give him the opportunity to go and look again. You know, sometimes a tackle will happen.
And
The
then
referee on field would have given a
the
yellow
game.
card.
Yes.
Then the referee in VAR would say, go in the VR room would say, go and
Take a look.
take a second look. And once they prompt that, most in general, it's always going to the color of the card is always going to change. Once they prompt that, but the referee in the VAR room did not. So the virtual assistant referee
Yes. So
he
just got away with the yellow
suggest.
card.
He just got on with the game with the yellow card. But with Robertson's own, Tierney had actually given a yellow card. Because like I said, it didn't look like much. And then they advised him in his ear that that thing looks like a red card. And you know, sometimes when you see it in real time, it's not as bad as when you see it in
Playback.
slow mo.
Yeah.
Once they play it, it will start getting worse. You know, like first you saw a slap, next thing you see that it was an elbow, next thing you see that the elbow moved the guy's head from one end to the other. It's just what with more replays, it looks worse. And so Paul Tierney comes on and gives Robertson a red card. I'm saying if I'm Paul Tierney and I've let Emerson Royal stay on the pitch, and I've let Harry Kane stay on the pitch,
You'd overlook it.
I'd be hesitant to say. I'd be like, yeah, that was bad. But
Maybe he was trying to maintain control of the game.
Which control? How can you maintain control of the game by giving a red card to somebody that the tackle just looked more clumsy than? Do you understand? It was a bad decision. However, I would say this for Tottenham Hotspur: on the day they came to play, and I think Liverpool were stunned by the urgency and the intensity that the Spurs players came out to, because you know they haven't played a lot of games. They haven't played 3 games.
Yes.
I think because of the COVID that has hit their camp,
That's
and they
why
even
the
had to
energy's
shut
from,
down the training, whatever. So ideally they shouldn't be in that much of a competitive mood. But it's like the guys were warming up in their bedrooms when they when they were waiting for the game because they came out with full intensity, full audacity, and they attacked from the beginning. I think Liverpool came into this game on the balance of the form they were in, because otherwise another team will be overwhelmed. by the way the Tottenham players approached the game. And slowly in the first half, Liverpool came back into the game. But second half again, the
They
intensity
lost
increased.
themselves.
So it was a great performance by Antonio Conte's boys. I don't want to say that they are going to continue like this because Antonio Conte's Tottenham Hotspur can be
Hot and cold.
like Lagos dating scene. It starts very hot, in 2 days it's cold. So
Yeah,
you
but
know,
you would think that with a good management, a good manager like with
you would think that with Antonio
Antonio
Conte,
Conte.
that he'd be able to try, but I come that it again will still come down to the character of the guys on the pitch. So for now, they look like they are ready to go. I don't know if they can carry that much urgency to the end of the season, especially with the backlog of games that they have. So we want to open the phone lines now. That discussion. What do you think about Paul Tierney on the pitch?
Okay, don't forget we're also getting messages on our YouTube platform, but we have a few messages up on our WhatsApp platform, and we'll get to YouTube one as well. Chimo Victor from Alaba says, "Good morning, guys. For me, I think Harry Kane should have been sent off with that tackle. I totally agree with Klopp on this. For me, the referee was consistently inconsistent with his decision." Tyre says Harry Kane is the golden boy of English football. He's operating on a touch, not
Not.
my anointed basis, but can do other opponents harm principle. The objectivity of VAR is so ironical. And got a message from Emeka. It says VAR calls the attention of the referee for obvious errors. The Harry tackle was potentially bad, but VAR only looks at the reality, which was a mild contact rather than the potential effect. All
What
right,
Hurricane's full foot was on Robertson's ankle? How is that mild at? What are you saying, Emeka?
let's see what this caller have to say. Hello, good morning. Hi, good morning. How are you doing today? What's your name, please? Okay, so you fine. What are your thoughts concerning the game?
Well, I think that referee, we always have, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I'm not speaking from the perspective of being a fan. Clearly, that guy should have been sent off. Hurricane should have been, that match should have been 11 against 9.
Thank you.
Because if Hurricane had been sent off, or they probably, Robertson would have gotten that red card, for my own indication. You understand? Because that man could have killed that match at 2-1. But that referee made that match end at that score line, and which is not a good thing. So that's my own take on it.
Thank you so much, Ifan. I appreciate the talk. Okay, got a few messages here. Should we take the messages or jump right into?
Let's take some more messages because it's a hot
Yes,
situation.
yes. Okay, so from our YouTube page, by the way, don't forget to leave your comments there. It's youtube.com/smooth981fm. We're going to take the messages on our YouTube as well. But while we wait for that, this one from Mohammed says, Bashram Yaba, this same tackle was given as a red card in Germany against the team that played Leipzig Red Bull this weekend, but England are upside down. All right, all right. Let's see. Let's take the messages from our YouTube page. By the way, it's youtube.com/smooth981. This one says, Hope you know Tega. Arsenal is recovering, so change your narratives about us this time.
No, I'm not changing my narrative. I'm going to keep it going.
And so this one says Spurs should have won with a margin of like 5 goals if they were more clinical. They had too many one-on-one chances. This is from LK Adoroba. He further says, Tega, please, what's wrong with my beloved Chelsea? I can't even fathom what the main cause is.
Okay.
Let's see who this is. Hello. Good morning. Hi. Good morning. What's your name? Bash. Welcome back again. What's up? Thank you so much, Bash. Appreciate the talk. Oh wow, look at the time. Look at the time. Mecca from Amore says, as regards Tottenham, if not his shin pads, Harry Kane could have broken Robertson's leg. Lastly, it's too early to be talking about Thomas Tuchel's sack.
Yes, it's too early to talk about Thomas Tuchel's sack. They are going through it, and he he wanted to use the excuse of that there is COVID for players. He's looking for player safety to try and call off his match. Yes, he does have 7 players out, but the Premier League also looked at his strength in depth. He has a full squad and a half to still prosecute matches with, so they didn't call off his match. But I don't even think it's a question of um injuries or COVID now. I think it's the fact that when he first came in, he set up the team for damage control. So do not lose. And then when they had 1 or 2 chances, they'd go forward and get games. Now it's hard for them
Because they have no
offensively.
strikers.
Yeah, so even if you don't have strikers, they have a lot of forward players that can make difference. They had Mason Mount playing, they have Pulisic playing. These are goal scorers. They
And
had
they
Hakim
have
Ziyech.
Lukaku.
These are all goal scorers that will get you goals. They had Marcos Alonso who will get you goals once there's a set piece or from outside the 18-yard box with those strikes. They have Thiago Silva again, another person that can get you goals from set pieces. They have players that can get you goals. The problem is those players playing their role and leaving others to play their role. So everybody's trying to do the same thing. In the midfield, everybody's passing the ball. I think the only person that was making decisive and precise decisions on the day was N'Golo Kante. All his
Okay,
decisions.
was the only one going forward.
Yes, well, when he had to defend, his defense was that you will go no further than this. When he had to attack, it was like this pass I'm making will get you through on goal. But some people like Saul were moving the ball from side to side, like Mikel Obi. I don't understand what was happening. So I don't think Chelsea's problem is injuries or COVID. But I think that they need to really change the style, and that's what Thomas Tuchel has to be looking at.
All right, that's our show today. Thank you so much, Tegat. Thank you to all the everyone that sent in messages on our YouTube platform, on our WhatsApp platform. Thank you to the people calling right now. We can't take the calls anymore. We're totally out of time, but you can find Tega on social media. Yes, it's at Tega Supreme.
Yeah, at some point.
Across all platforms. Across all platforms. Lagos, stay with us. This is Smooth Breakfast and Smooth 98.1.